Hello and welcome back to the Cracking FAANG YouTube channel. Today we're going to be solving Leetcode problem 1710, maximum units on a truck. You are assigned to put some amount of boxes onto one truck. You are given a 2G array box types where box types of I contains two elements, number of boxes and number of units per box. The number of boxes is the number of boxes for each type, and the number of units per box is the number of units in each box. Self-explanatory. You are also given an integer truck size, which is the maximum number of boxes that can be put onto the truck. You can choose any boxes to put on the truck as long as the number of boxes does not exceed truck size. Return the maximum total number of units that can be put on the truck. Okay, so let's look at a basic example here where we're given, we have one box here with 3 units inside of it. We have 2 boxes with 2 units inside of it, and we have 3 boxes with 1 unit inside of it. So, and we see that we have a truck size of 4. So what is the maximum number of units that we want to put on here? So obviously we want to be maximizing the number of units. So we want to go first for the boxes that have the largest amount of units in them, right? Because obviously we want to load up as much as possible. So we can see that we have one box here that actually has 3, which is the largest one. So we're going to take one of those boxes, and actually that will exhaust this entire box. So we'll have 3 units that we just took. Now we have to choose from these 2 boxes. So obviously this box here has 2 units per box, and this one only has 1. So we want to use the one that has more units per box. So we're going to take one of those that we have, because we have 2 boxes that have 2 units in them. So we're going to take one box here, and we still have budget. So we're going to take another one, and we're actually going to exhaust our budget here. And then what we need to do is simply, well, we have one box left because we've taken 3 so far. We have a maximum of 4, and our only option left is just to take one of these 3 that has a unit of 1. So we can only take 1 from the last box, so 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, that is going to be 8. So that is the maximum number that we can get here. So that is a basic example. Let's wipe away some of this text and think about how we can actually solve this. It's a relatively simple algorithm. So the way that we want to solve this is actually relatively simple. What we want to do is we want to basically figure out for each box how, the counts that we have, right? What we're going to do here is we are basically going to put that information into a heap, and we're going to do it a max heap, right? And the reason that we want a max heap is because we want to be taking the boxes that have the largest number of units at any time, because that's going to give us the best bang for our buck, right? Why take one box that has 1 unit in it when we could take a box that maybe has 10 units on it? Remember, we're trying to maximize the number of units. So we're going to use a max heap here, and what we're going to put into the max heap is just, we're going to sort on the actual units, right? So we want to keep, you can't read that. We're going to put the units into the max heap, and we're going to also put the number of boxes we have in there. So what we're going to do is at each iteration, basically while we still have budget for boxes, we're going to pop from the heap. So we're going to pop from the heap, and we're going to get some unit and box count from the heap, and we're going to add the unit to our result. We're going to add it to the result, and then if we still have boxes left from that big one, we're actually going to put it back onto the heap. So we're going to push back to the heap, and then we're just going to continue until we've basically used up all of our budget, and then that's basically the answer. So we're always just going to be taking the maximum number of units that we can, because we're going to be prioritizing the boxes with the maximum units. And that's essentially it. So basically when a box runs out of boxes that we have, then we just go on to the next one, and we just use all of them until we basically use up the entire budget. So relatively simple. Again, to recap, we're going to build a max heap where we store the units and the number of boxes, so the box count. And then at each iteration, we're just going to pop from the top of the heap, get the unit and the box count. We're going to add the unit to the result, and we're going to put, if the box count is greater than 0, we're actually going to put it back to the heap because we can still use it, right? Because it might still be the largest number of boxes that we have. So Yeah, that's basically it. Let's now go to the code editor and type this up. Like I said, it's a really easy problem. Okay, let's now code this up. So we know that we need a max heap here. So essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna build the heap, and let's do it. So we're gonna say minus units and box count. And where are we gonna get these variables from? Remember that it comes from box types. So we're gonna say for box count units in box types, because remember box types is a, basically a list of lists where the first element is the box count and the second element is the units. So we're basically using those values and we're building our heap here. And the reason that we're using negative units here is we're trying to use a max heap, but the default heap in Python is actually a min heap. So to get a max heap, we're actually gonna use negative values to flip it. So now we need to actually make our heap. So we're going to say heap q dot heapify on the heap, because we need to basically transform our list into an actual heap. And the way that we do that is by calling heapify on it. So now what we want to do is actually define our result here. So we're going to say max units. This is going to equal to 0. And now what we want to do is we essentially just want to, go and process while we still have some sort of budget left, right? So while there's actually still something on the heap for us to pop, and while truck size is actually non-zero, what we want to do is we want to say the units and the box count is we're going to pop from the top of the heap. So we're going to say heap q dot heap pop, and we're going to pass in our heap. And now what we're going to do is we're going to say if the box count is actually less than or equal to the truck size, then that means that we can actually take all of those, boxes, right? So we're going to say that max units, which is our result, we're going to add to our result basically however many units are in the box and however many boxes that we're taking. So remember, we need to get rid of the negative that we applied earlier. So we're going to negate it by saying minus units to basically get it back to its original positive form. And we're going to multiply the number of units times the number of boxes that we took. So times box count. So remember that we want to take as many boxes as we can of the ones that have the most units in them. And since our box count is less than or equal to truck size, we are guaranteed to be able to take all of them. So we do that. And now we need to decrement our truck size, because obviously we just took some boxes. So we need to decrease our capacity. So we're going to say truck size minus equals box count. So we're going to subtract the box count. So otherwise, if the box count is actually greater than truck size, then we can only take however much is left on the truck, right? We're just going to take the remainder of our budget on this one box, because we have more boxes than we actually need. So we're just going to take as many as we actually can hold. So we're going to say max units, this time plus equals, and again, we need to negate the negative here. So minus units, and then this time we're just going to take whatever the remaining truck size is. And then we just set truck size equal to 0, because obviously we've just now used our budget. So in the next iteration of the while loop, obviously truck size will now be 0 and this while loop will break. And therefore we can simply just return our max units. So let's now run this, make sure I didn't make any silly mistakes. Looks good. And what happened? Did it get accepted? Yes, it did. Okay, cool. So what is the time and space complexity here? So time complexity here. So let's do the time complexity. So we are building a heap. So there are how many elements in our heap? So there are n elements in the heap. And, we have to essentially insert, n elements into it, right? So our heap size is going to be, a size n. And for each element, we need to insert it, which is going to take log n time. So our time complexity here is actually n log n. And then for the space complexity, what we have here is just going to be big O of n, because our heap needs to store all of the items. So it's going to be big O of n. So that is your time and space complexity here. Relatively straightforward problem. If you know your heaps, if you know basically this is a greedy problem, you're taking as many as you can from the boxes with the most units, and that's kind of the approach you have. The little twist here is that you need to use the heap, which may or may not be difficult for an easy question, but I think it's relatively straightforward to actually solve it once you realize that you do need a heap, because it's really not that complicated. So hopefully this video helps you. Hopefully you now have a better understanding of how to use heaps, especially using a min heap as a max heap by applying negative values. That's definitely something that you see a lot, so it's definitely a good pattern to know. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to help the channel grow, a subscription is much appreciated. If you'd like to join a Discord community of like-minded people where we talk about all things FAANG, interviewing, systems design, you can have your resume reviewed, you can ask for referrals. If that sounds interesting to you, you can join the Discord community. I'll leave a link in the description below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.